How did the population of Israel increase? The Old Testament nation of Israel. They were originally come to the land of Canaan. When they came to Egypt to multiply, their population is only 70. In times of famine, in the age of famine among nations and ethnic groups, God made Israel prosperous. At that time, Joseph was first sent to Egypt, prepare for the future. That is, God has determined that there will be a harvest of 7 years in the future. 7 years of famine. Then, if you want to use this person, it was Joseph who prepared for Egypt, so that the Israelites may be in Egypt in the future. Yes, there is a place to take root. So when Jacob was about to go to Egypt, he's 137 years old. Then God said to him, Jacob, 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 say, I'm here. He's a 130-year-old man. God says, don't be afraid. Go to Egypt, for I will make you a great nation in Egypt. Joseph will close your eyes with his own hands. Just at this time, the house of Jacob obeyed God's command. They came to Egypt with great vigor. There were only 70 of them at that time. But let this age grow old. A 130-year-old man got a hope. Get a hope. He said that God would make him a great nation in Egypt. Then they arrived in Egypt. In Egypt, hundreds of years later, Israel had a much larger population than Egypt. That's because God was with Israel. This is the reproduction of the Old Testament nation of Israel. They bred in Egypt. Jacob was 130 years old. He died at the age of 147. So 17 years after that, he died in Egypt. He was taken to the cave of Machpelah in the land of Canaan and buried there. So how should the new covenant nation of Israel be built? Just as the population of the Old Testament nation of Israel was increased in Egypt, then the population of the New Testament nation of Israel is also spiritual. Egypt increased. It is in the Chinese plate. There will be many more people. What about the Old Testament nation of Israel? It's through reproduction. The new covenant nation of Israel came through the gospel. Then our father said, people of all nations. How can we become God's people? Let's keep reading. A passage read by Brother Hiba. It's Isaiah chapter 2. The days behind the scenes. What about the days behind the scenes? People from many countries must come forward to speak just the days behind the scenes. It's the end of the world. That's only 17 years or so away. People from many countries came forward to say, come, let us ascend the mountain of the Lord. Go to the temple of God. Speaking of the last days, there are people from many countries, people of all nations, the people of all nations and ethnic groups. There are many people, many of the nations and nations said, come, let us ascend the mountain of the Lord. The mountain of the Lord is the kingdom of the Lord. It is the kingdom of heaven. I mean, come on. We belong to the name of heaven. Some say, go to the temple of God in Jacques. Where is the temple of Jacques? What about the temple of God? It is brothers and sisters Heber. All nations and all nations will seek heavenly brothers and sisters. Then when they came to the brothers and sisters for a few days, it becomes a temple. We become temples. So what is he doing here? Just come on. What did you come to the temple for? We asked Sister Zhao Wen. In the Old Testament, the Israelites come to the priest, come to the temple of the Levites. What are they here for? Sister Zhao Wen. Hey, correct answer. To worship God, to offer sacrifices to God. So by the same token, so when will people from all nations and ethnic groups come for a few days again? What about the woman? When we built the temple, the 144,000 songs are finished. People from all nations and ethnic groups will flow to our children who have been around for several days. At this time, they come to us. He wants to become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, they said, come to us on the mountain of the Lord. It means they don't want to be citizens of China. I don't want to be a citizen of the United States anymore, but to become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven, because heaven is God. Then come to the temple of heaven to worship God. By that time, we led them to sing the song of Moses and the Lamb. Amen.